At the beginning of the movie, we see a little girl named Sophie, who takes out an old book from a box and starts reading it. In that book, very scary stories were written about the monsters. Then her mother comes to her and stops her to read this book, as it may cause nightmares. But Sophie asks her mother to read her stories from that book. Her mother tells her the story of a monster named Grota. Once upon a time, there used to be a brave warrior who had decided that she would kill the monster. She bravely fought with it and killed it off by hitting its weak points. Then she starts leaving from there when she hears some sound under Sophie's bed. She takes out a knife from her pocket and checks under the bed when a monster named Grota grabs her, drags her under the bed, and kills her. Now Sophie gets very scared seeing this. Then the monster comes out from under the bed in front of Sophie and the scene shifts. Next, we see a scene after a few years where Sophie is now in a college. She is giving an exam in her class when her friend Mona tells the teacher that she finds the exams quite boring, on which the teacher insults her and asks her to go to the principal. Now Mona leaves there in anger and the rest of the students continue writing their exams. Here we learn that Sophie is a lesbian and that she likes her classmate named Jess. Then after class, her friends Mona and Beth ask her to talk to Jess. Now today is Sophie's 18th birthday and her friend invites all their classmates to the party. Meanwhile, a girl named Aria takes her boyfriend Bryce's phone and invites some of her friends to the party. After this, Sophie takes her friends to her house where her dad Jonas had decorated the house. Jonas gives Sophie the same book as a gift, but Sophie refuses to take it. But still, his dad gives her that book, and here it is revealed that the name of this book is the Book of Monsters. Here Jonas becomes emotional remembering his wife and then leaves from there. Now when Sophie opens that book, she starts hearing some sounds, so she closes that book. Then Jonas leaves the three of them to party at home and goes out himself. After he leaves, all three of them start partying. But after some time they all get bored and start waiting for the rest of their friends. Then one by one all their classmates start coming there and drinking there too. Jess also comes to the party and gives Sophie her birthday gift. Those people who had been invited by Aria had also come to the party and they all start enjoying themselves a lot. Meanwhile, a strange girl comes there whom no one had invited, and that girl was smelling all the boys one by one. Here Bryce throws his drink at Sophie and he and Aria start laughing at her, due to which Sophie gets angry and goes upstairs. Jess does not like this, so she follows her and tries to talk to her. Here that strange girl seduces a boy and starts taking that boy to a room. Sophie stops them to enter the room, but they do not listen to her. The girl in the room then starts looking at that book. Here when Jess brings Sophie back to the party, Aria tells her that there is a police officer at the door. When Sophie opens the door, there are no police but her school friend Carl. Carl makes her sit on the chair and starts doing lap dance, which she does not like at all. Everyone starts enjoying this, but Mona gets angry and goes to Carl and starts scolding him. Here that girl bites on the boy's neck and makes a devil sign with her nails on his chest. Then we see that that girl is actually a monster named Pandora, and he attacks the boy and kills him. Here Aria starts making fun of Sophie being a lesbian and insults her a lot. Here we learn that when Sophie's mother was killed by the monster, she tried to tell everyone about it, but no one believed her and she was sent to the mental hospital for a year, and she was considered responsible for her mother's death. Now hearing this, Sophie gets angry and hits her. Then the lights of the house start flickering and they start hearing someone walking outside the house. Just then the door opens and they see that it is their classmate who had come with drinks. But then a monster attacks him and cuts his body into 2 parts. Now seeing this, everyone gets very scared and starts trying to run from there. But that monster comes inside and starts killing everyone. After this, a boy named Anders comes out of the kitchen and the monster brutally kills him by crushing him with his foot. Carl and Aria go to the kitchen to save themselves, but when Bryce tries to come inside, they shut the door and the monster catches him and kills him. Mona and Jess escape from the monster and enter the upstairs room where Pandora has taken the form of the guy he had killed shortly before. He tells them that both of them are safe here. Now Mona asks to call the police, but that guy stops her and says that he has already informed the police. But when Mona still tries to call, he breaks her phone. When Jess tries to pick up the phone, he knocks her unconscious, and Mona gets very angry seeing this. On the other hand, Aria calls the police and says that there has been a burglary in Sophie's house and they should come here soon. Then we see 3 guys who had come out of the house, but a monster comes there too. All 3 of them start running away after seeing him, out of which the monster kills 2 boys. Here Sophie tells Beth that she had seen this monster before and it killed her mother. She tells Beth that they have to find out the weak point of this monster so that they can kill him. Then Sophie sees that the monster has a ball on his back and she understands that this is his weak point. On the other hand, Mona and Pandora are fighting when it takes the form of Mona and attacks her, and throws her out the window. Here the outside monster takes out some tentacles from inside and sends them to the kitchen. Then out of those tentacles comes the statue of 3 dwarfs which was kept outside Sophie's house. Together they attack Arya and Carl and start eating them. Now both of them together manage to kill 2 of them, but the 3rd dwarf attacks Carl's neck and starts to drink his blood. But then Gary comes there and kills that 3rd dwarf and saves them. Here Sophie distracts the attention of the monster and somehow attacks his weak point and kills him. Then Gary comes to them and tells them that there is another monster outside. On the other hand, Pandora wakes up Jess in the form of Mona and says that she has killed that monster. Then she comes downstairs with Jess and she also brought the book with her where Sophie tells her not to touch the book. Just then, 2 police officers, Graham and Keith, come to check the house. Keith tells Graham about the mystery behind the death of Sophie's mother, that she was killed by a monster, and then he leaves him there and goes to investigate the house. But then the crow monster kills him and their car is painted red with his blood. As Graham starts the wiper to clear the front windshield, he sees the monster in front of the car, who throws Keith's severed leg over the car. He then tries to get out, but the monster doesn't let him out and damages the engine of the car. Due to this, the fuel of the car starts leaking, and then that monster blasts the car by sparking with its weapon. Now everyone is watching all this from inside the house and they get very scared, but Mona is happy to see this. After that, all of them start looking at that book. Here Sophie tells that she does not know much about this book, but this book has been kept in her house for many years. On the other hand, when real Mona comes to her senses, the crow monster sees her and starts moving toward her to attack her. Here Sophie starts reading the book and starts looking for a solution to kill the monsters. They learn that this is a group of 5 monsters, out of which they have encountered only 3. Then they learn that to stop the monsters, they will need a virgin who can drive away those monsters by doing a ritual. On the other hand, Carl starts opening Sophie's birthday present. He opens the same gift that Pandora had brought. There is a painting inside that gift in which a girl is standing in the window of the house which is faceless. Then the lights of the house start flickering again and the girl disappears from the painting. Carl is shocked to see this, and then the girl in the painting possesses Gary and starts attacking everyone. She grabs Carl's throat and breaks his neck, causing him to die. Then the monster transfers inside Beth. And meanwhile, Sophie starts reading about that monster. Now Beth grabs Sophie's neck and Sophie quickly starts reading the spell written in the book. Jess takes that painting and comes in front of the monster. Now as soon as that monster goes back to that painting, Jess breaks the painting and destroys it. Here real Mona escapes from the monster and hides at a place where a girl named Helga comes to her and Mona tells her about the attack of the monsters. Hearing this, Helga tries to pacify her and asks her to go in the car with her. Now as they are going towards the car, the crow monster comes there and catches and kills Helga. Here the remaining people start finding out about those 5 monsters. Beth tells Sophie that the monsters don't want to kill her, and Sophie also realizes that the monsters want something from her. Then they find a blueprint in the book, which was of Sophie's old house. In this, they get a secret way to go there which is in this house. Now all of them are preparing to go there when the monster in the form of Mona comes in its real form and captures and kills Arya. Seeing this, everyone else quickly enters the secret way. But the monster catches Jess and tells Sophie that he will leave her when she comes back. Now after some time, they reach Sophie's old house. Here Gary sees that there are many weapons in this room, which belong to Sophie's mother. There were also many posters there, seeing that they understand why the monsters did not kill Sophie. Actually, all those monsters were waiting for Sophie to turn 18, after which they would bring all the monsters in the book to life by doing a ritual with her blood. Seeing this, Beth tells Sophie that she must leave, but she refuses and says that Jess is being held by the monster and they must save her. Now all 3 of them take weapons from there and go towards the house. On the way, they meet Helga in an injured condition. She tells them that a monster is roaming outside and she also tells them about Mona that she is still alive. Saying this, Helga dies and all 3 of them start looking for the crow monster. Then in a short time, the monster comes in front of them and all 3 together start attacking him. Then Mona also comes there and together they all brutally kill that monster. On the other hand, we see the monster turning Jess into a cocoon. Then when all 4 of them come to the house, Gary goes to the washroom and everyone starts waiting for him to come out. In the washroom, Gary sees that the tentacles that came out of the crow monster have absorbed all the dead people inside themselves and become a big monster. The monster then grabs Gary and starts killing him. But Jess and Mona go inside to save him. That monster is not leaving Gary, so they attack him with an axe and save Gary. Here Sophie goes inside alone to save Jess and sees that the monster had completely captured Jess. She attacks that monster with the chainsaw, but suddenly the chainsaw stops, and Sophie starts seeing that monster as her mother. But she understands that the monster is trying to confuse her. Then she restarts the chainsaw and cuts the monster into pieces, which eventually kills that monster as well. After that she frees Jess and they both kiss for the first time. Then they all come together and Sophie says that she will kill all the monsters after reading this book. Meanwhile, Sophie's dad comes there and is shocked to see the condition of the house and theirs. After this, a scene after 6 months is shown where Sophie has come with Beth and Mona to kill that 5th monster, and with this, the movie ends here. Thanks for watching.